All right, let's dive into one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind right now. I mean, it feels like it's changing our world every single day. The big one, will AI replace us? Let's get into it. I mean, you see this question everywhere, right? And for good reason. It really gets at our biggest hopes and maybe our biggest fears about what's coming next. Is AI going to make everything we can do totally obsolete? Or is something else happening? A more collaborative story, maybe? That's exactly what we're going to unpack.
So, to really get a handle on the real impact of AI, we've got to look past all the crazy headlines, and see how it's actually already a part of our daily lives.
Think about it. Most of us use some form of AI every single day. Asking Siri or Alexa for the weather, or getting a movie recommendation from Netflix. But the AI that's really driving this whole conversation today, it's a completely different beast. We're talking about a massive leap forward. These are systems that can reason, that can problem solve, and, get this, even create things in a way that until now we thought was just human. And right at the heart of this huge new wave is a pretty revolutionary piece of tech. It's called the Large Language Model, or LLM for short. Okay, so what is an LLM? Well, try to imagine a model that's been trained on a library that's basically the size of the entire internet. Yeah, all of it. This massive amount of data, we're talking books, code, articles, conversations. It allows the AI to understand context, to generate essays that make perfect sense, write some really complex software, and even have conversations that, honestly, feel startlingly human. And just to be clear, this isn't science fiction. This is happening right now, today. AI is already working as a creative partner for artists, helping them generate scripts. It's acting as a personal tutor for students who need a little extra help, and it's an incredibly powerful sidekick for programmers. I mean, the applications are already out there, completely changing entire industries as we speak.
Okay, so to get to the bottom of that big question, will AI replace us? We really have to be honest and look at what each side brings to the table. Let's put them head to head, AI strengths versus human strengths. First step, AI. And let's be real, its capabilities are absolutely staggering. I mean, it can process and analyze data millions of times faster than any human possibly could. So think about sifting through mountains of data to find tiny patterns we'd totally miss. Perfect for AI. Those boring, repetitive tasks, AI excels at them, and it doesn't get tired or make silly mistakes. And of course, it never needs a coffee break. It is literally on 24/7. But then you've got us. And there are some things that are just profoundly human. Real, true creativity and originality. That spark of a brand new idea that doesn't just come from crunching existing data. There's emotional intelligence and empathy, which is like the bedrock of all human connection. And this one is critical, ethical and moral reasoning. An AI can follow rules, sure, but it can't understand what justice or fairness actually means. When things get chaotic and totally unpredictable, our ability to adapt and make those tough judgment calls, still completely unmatched. So when you look at these two very different sets of strengths, you start to wonder, maybe AI versus human is the totally wrong way to think about this. Maybe the most powerful vision for the future isn't about replacement at all, but about collaboration. What happens if we stop seeing AI as a competitor and start seeing it as a teammate? And you can see how this partnership works in the real world. Take healthcare. An AI can spot patterns in a medical scan that a human doctor might miss, but it's the doctor who provides the empathy and makes that final critical judgment call. Or look at entertainment. An AI could generate a basic script, sure, but it takes a human writer to give it that emotional depth, the stuff that really connects with an audience. In every one of these cases, the AI handles the data crunching, which frees us humans up to focus on what we're best at: connecting, creating, and leading. So yeah, this whole idea of collaboration, it's not just a nice theory. It is actively shaping our future, right now. And it has absolutely massive implications for our society and for the very nature of work itself. So let's just talk about the scale of this for a second. Some research is suggesting that 40 to 50%, yeah, nearly half, of all current job tasks could be automated in the next few decades. Now that's a staggering number. It's kind of scary, right? It means the world of work is headed for a massive, seismic shift. But before we all panic, it's worth remembering, we've actually been here before. I love this quote because it really helps reframe the whole conversation. Think about it. Calculators didn't get rid of mathematicians, did they? No. They became an essential tool that actually let them tackle way more complex problems. And the thinking here is that AI is going to do the exact same thing. It won't replace us, it'll augment our abilities, empowering us to go after even bigger challenges.
But, and this is a big but, this optimistic future isn't just going to happen on its own. It's not guaranteed. It all hinges on whether we can answer some incredibly tough questions, and we have to answer them right now. Like, who controls this technology? How do we make sure the massive data sets they're trained on don't just amplify old biases? And who's accountable when an AI makes a huge mistake? See, these aren't just tech problems. They're deeply human ones, and we're the ones who have to set the rules of the road.
So, maybe we've been asking the wrong question this whole time. The future isn't some movie we just sit back and watch. It's something we build. So the real question isn't if AI is going to take over. It's how are we going to lead the way?